main slate this weekend, Contrarian Edge Optimizer. This is a FanDuel lineup right here. You hit that QR code on the screen. You can test drive this optimizer for $1. You might as well just go ahead, don't sign up for the whole thing. I tell you this one right here. This is the blended. This optimizer takes a number of different data sources and gives you different options. And then they have a blended one. Patrick Mahomes, Ramondre Stevenson, Isaiah Pacheco, Michael Pittman Jr., who I love, Stephon Diggs, who I love, Amari Cooper, Travis Kelce, Damian Pierce, and the Miami Dolphins. Stu, what do you think of that one?
No, I think it's good. Obviously, I like the Mahomes exposure. I think we didn't talk that much about that game, but that could be a fun one. If the Bears have any life, the whole world has given up on them instantly in a week. I was low on the Bears coming into the season, but now it feels like I'm higher on them just based on that the whole world seems to think that they're the worst team that's ever existed, with Fields being the worst quarterback ever. So for me, that could actually be a pretty fun game. I think Mahomes and Pacheco is an interesting combination, but Pacheco has been way more involved in the receiving game. And a guy like Jerick McKinnon, who I have in a bunch of best ball leagues, is doing nothing so far. So I do think that's an interesting way to start. And we talked about the Dolphins defense at the end. They have some upside, but I am worried that could be a high scoring game.
Yep,
so I might be looking a little elsewhere for the defenses.
All right, check this one out. Stu mentioned the worst quarterback in the league. I'm about to one-up him with this next lineup. Deshaun Watson, Miles Sanders, Tony Pollard, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tyreek Hill, Juju Smith-Schuster, interestingly enough, Dalton Schultz, Richie James, and the Miami Dolphins defense. Hey, Chris, Deshaun Watson ain't the same. That's not the same. That's a clone.
No, it doesn't, you heard the reports like in the preseason, and sometimes we go a little overboard, but like that, just no consecutive completed passes about anything in the pocket. Anything in the pocket he was really struggling with. And then you watch him play, and he has no pocket presence. And even when he does make the right decision, the throws are inaccurate. He just doesn't look anywhere close to the same player. I know
he's not trusting his eyes.
He's not trusting his eyes, and I know a lot of people are not upset by that because of everything that happened before. But it's been really weird to watch because there was never a question about Deshaun Watson's talent, and that's why Amari Cooper, that is not a play I'm looking for. Like that's just going to be too expensive of the thing for me to go with. I like the running game for the Browns a heck of a lot more than the passing game until I see otherwise.
Yeah, 100%, Stu. It doesn't look good for Watson. Check this one out before we got to get up out of here. Kirk Cousins, Javonte Williams, Gus Edwards. Justin just allows you to get Justin Jefferson and Tyreek Hill in your lineup.
Ooh.
Tank Dell, interesting name right there.
Yeah.
Sam Laporta, Roshan Johnson, and America's defense, the Dallas Cowboys.
I like this one. This is the kind of line
I like that one.
When it's like, midnight, you're scrolling through, you just want to make one or two more. You go into the dumpster a little bit more, but that's where I live. I love the Tank Dell ball. I mean, a guy like CJ Stroud is throwing way more than people expected. It's starting to look like that's the regular week to week, not an outlier anymore, which is great. That means he can sustain more than one wide receiver. Tank Dell, I think the talent is there. I mean, through preseason, the guy has NFL twitch. I think the guy can separate NFL level. He doesn't necessarily have the body size, but we like him out of the slot right here. I like that Tank Dell call, and I like some of these cheap plays in that lineup. You get the little boom and bust. I like that combo a lot.
And let's be honest, if you roll into the club with somebody named Tank and Roshan, you're going to have a good night. Like that's just going to happen. Like if you've got your buddy Tank and you've got your buddy Roshan with you, you're going to have a good time.